This is the G Spot with Alana Gorelick. I'm here in the Chem building, and it's Final Four time. We have our four teams, number 11 VCU, number 8 Butler, and Kentucky and UConn, all having matchups this weekend. It's very exciting, no number 1 seeds left. I'm going to ask students around the building what they think about these four teams and no number 1 seeds, especially OSU didn't make it. And let's see who's going to win it all. So what do you think about the UConn-Kentucky matchup and the VCU-Butler matchup for the Final Four this year?
Well, I think that Kemba Walker personally is going to destroy everyone. UConn's going to make it to the final. And then between Butler and VCU, I'm pretty sure Butler's going to win. They have a great coach. They have a great team dynamic. But UConn's going to win it all because Butler's going to lose again in the final. Heartbreaker, I know.
I think VCU is going to win. They're a pretty good Cinderella story, so I'm rooting for them.
Final Four, I like UConn. I think they have a lot of good momentum coming off the Big East tournament, and I think Kemba Walker is doing a really good job right now at leading their team. So I think they'll beat Kentucky, and then there's 2 surprises on the other side. So I think they'll end up winning it. So
I think VCU. I'm pulling for VCU, and I think they're going to do it.
Really?
Yeah.
I think Butler's going to take one side because Brad Stevens is just that much better of a coach than everyone else in college basketball, apparently. And I think on the other side, it's actually Kentucky's going to pull out because the whole time I've sort of thought, UConn has almost basically a one-man team, so there's only so far Kemba Walker can go before some combination of players or coach is going to be able to undo him. So then in the end, I don't know. I think the talent on Kentucky is probably more than Stevens has to offer from coaching in the end, but Kentucky's also a very young team, so they can be very temperamental and play inconsistently. So I think the final is really up in the air.
as of right now, I'd have to say UConn.
What do you think about the UConn-Kentucky matchup?
I don't know. It's a tough call. It can be a toss-up either way. I think both teams are looking pretty good, so I don't know. It's March Madness. It could go either way.
So is Knight a matchup for Walker, or is just there's no competition there?
There's a little competition, but not much, I don't think. That's all I would say.
Do you think that Kemba, Walker, and Knight are a good matchup in the Kentucky-UConn game?
Yeah. I think Kemba Walker is better. He's a lot of fun to watch. I think he's probably the best player in college basketball.
Did you make a bracket this year?
Yeah.
How's it doing?
Not so good. Not so good, but I thought Butler and UConn would do well, but I also had high hopes for Jimmer Fredette, but his team didn't do that well, and I had Duke doing pretty good in the tournament as well, so my bracket got destroyed.
Who did you originally have winning in your bracket, or just predictions?
I had Kansas winning it all, but they lost, so now I'm going with VCU.
Did the outcome of the Final Four this year, is it similar to your bracket, or who did you end up picking?
I had nobody. I didn't get any of them right. It was definitely a weird year with Butler and VCU making it. So I had Kansas, Pitt. I had Ohio State, and then Texas. So I was there for 4, and not too good.
How's your bracket doing?
Very poorly.
Who did you have winning it all?
Kansas.
Who did you predict to be in the Final Four?
I had none of the people that are currently in there. I had Duke, Louisville, Pitt, and Ohio State.
Oh, my bracket got fried a while ago. Yeah, no, I predicted Kansas to win the whole thing because they seem like the most complete team, and I refuse to put Ohio State winning it all because I'm a Michigan fan. But yeah, and that's what makes my bracket exciting is all the upsets.
Yeah.
And I may lose my $10 in my bracket, but it's okay.
It's $10.
Yeah,
You'll be okay.
$10.
I think anyone can take anyone at this point because obviously, like this year, that's what's happened, and they're just all good anyways. So it could go either way. So yes, I think they could.
So you have UConn and VCU in the final 2.
Yeah.
See if you're right. I hope you're right.
I hope so too.
I think that'd be a great game.
I hope so too. I hope VCU pulls it out.
So there you have it. People are rooting for the Cinderella story, VCU over Butler. And many people think that Kemba is going to take on Kentucky, and it's going to be UConn and VCU in the end. And maybe UConn will win. I hope so. I guess we'll have to wait and see. This has been the G-Spot with Alana Gorelick. Have a good night.